How about if I told you the stats for how many people die from speeding? And then I didn't do it. Volvo
Good,
is...
thank you. It rocked me to sleep.
Volvo is limiting their new cars to 180 kilometers an hour or 112 miles per hour, which is plenty in almost every jurisdiction worldwide. And this came from Inside EV, so they're following it from the electric car angle, but Volvo is in it for safety. I mean, yeah, it will be nice for fuel economy and everything, but just on safety, like Georgia said, let's go back to better when we go back. And Volvo started. I mean, they've always been a safety brand, and
they have. Yep, that's
putting their money where their mouth is yet again. Yeah.
What Montana's tourism industry is going to drop off, because isn't that the state where you can go as fast as you want?
They don't stop.
They just have an 80-mile-an-hour speed limit. Well, first they had unlimited, and now they think they have an 80. Texas has 85.
But if you speed there, it's not actually a moving violation. It's like some sort of
parking ticket.
It's more like an emissions fee than an actual speeding ticket, so it doesn't hit your insurance. So, it's Montana.
And they have no sales tax, so you can register your Ferrari there and not pay tax.
Oh, jeez.
A lot of people do.
Okay, so,
we're not encouraging this. Just to be clear.
Definitely not. Yeah. Pay your damn taxes.
Consult your lawyer.
A very real question from a very, let's just say, conservative driver. Why do people need to go over 110? I mean,
I only do it on
why
the
are people up in arms that they're limiting it at 112 miles per hour or 180 kilometers per hour, whichever comes first?
Every so often, you gotta escape the police, man.
Yeah, when you're planning a robbery,
Cannonball Run.
Yeah, well, don't do it.
Many legitimate reasons, Tony. Many.
Rob bank, Cannonball Run. Yeah. No, I mean,
I'm going to the bathroom. I really had to go, and I do not use public toilets.
My car has a governor on it of 155 miles per hour. Even on the racetrack, the fastest I've gone is 129 miles an hour.
How does that feel? Because to me, it's like I like to feel in control, and
my car is huge. I felt in control.
it just feels like, okay, at that speed, something goes wrong, and you're probably not even going to roll away from that.
On a racetrack.
But it was on a racetrack, and the reason I didn't go faster. Yeah, and the reason I didn't go faster was because there was a curve coming up. I had the numbers counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh crap! Hit the brake.
Yeah.
I mean, if you get a flat tire at 140 miles an hour, you're in deep shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to end well.
Right. So. On the drag strip, I just run out of room before I get to top speed anyway. So there, I think my highest was $125. So.
One thing that got me thinking here is with all these connected cars and over-the-air data and stuff, are we going to get to the point where, like, if you rob a bank and you're going through LA, the cops will just turn off your car?
As GM, they will.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you have Starlink or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure Tesla could do the same thing if they ever put the right bits in there.
They just start going, oh, you sped in this area, so we'll just mail you the ticket, and you can't dispute it because the car told us how fast you were going.
Hopefully that's the same as speed cameras, where they say, oh, I couldn't consult my accuser or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's like me.
Need a warrant.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I know that if my car ever gets stolen, I can call the police and I can look on my app and I can tell exactly where it is. And I think I might even be able to, control the car or do an emergency stop.
Yeah, that's why there've been only like 3 or 4 unrecovered Teslas in the United States. In Germany and stuff like that, it's a little harder because you put in a lead line trailer and take it over to East Germany or wherever, across the border. It's a little harder to do than here, or a little harder to do here than there. Yeah, but we have data privacy laws, and hopefully they stay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want my car narking on me.
Yeah.
The Chevy S10 electric truck that I had was limited to 80 miles per hour, and that worked fine for my needs.
But what was the top speed, like 65?
No, it actually. When I first got it, they said it could go to 80. I tested that; it went to 80. Okay. But yeah, it did not go any faster.
Well, I mean, I've driven 80 on the interstate down the tri-state tollway around Chicago
I've done
once
85.
or twice, keeping up with traffic. But that is like the top.
Yeah.
Not 112.
But Paul, the Toyotas, they're limited to 100 or 90 or something like that, right? They like the RAV4 EV and some of the plug-in onlys. They've let grace our shores every now and then.
Driven one that fast, but
The bloody Super's limited to 155, and it pisses me off.
Yeah,
That's a joke. I'm just kidding.
The reason we're limited to 155 is the gentleman's agreement with the Germans, and the tires are only rated for 155.
Yeah.
I once attended a Chevy Volt function with a bunch of engineers in Detroit, and they told us about the governor in the Chevy Volt at the time with its limits. And then one engineer said quietly, "But there's no governor in reverse."
Aha! That's like a defeat.
Right.
So as long as you're
right.
confident,
That's a challenge.
you go faster.
Well, I'm
At
gonna
least the
stick
engineers
to
don't
my
have a
need
sense
for
of humor.
speed being strictly internet speed, so I can game and download things.
There it is. But an interesting thing they bring up in the article, and like Casey said, this is inside EVs, so they're taking the EV approach, is governing a Volvo here, even an internal combustion engine Volvo, actually helps electric vehicles. And it seems unrelated, but as he spells out here in the article, as Mark Kane does a good job of spelling out, is most electric cars usually are equipped with a single-speed transmission. Some of the performance cars will have a two-gear for low-end torque and then a very high top speed. But an electric motor, and the gears can only spin so fast. So electric vehicles usually have a lower top speed than an internal combustion engine. Some people would buy an internal combustion engine car because it can go faster when they hear that this electric vehicle tops out at a certain speed. They're like, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to get my internal combustion engine car. But if more manufacturers start enforcing a governor that is within the electric vehicle range, it starts leveling the playing field. So now you have the instant low-end 0 RPM torque, and you're not competing with the internal combustion engine high-end, top speed. So that was the argument, that limiting top speed actually helps EV sales.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Unless you're going backwards, and then the new Fast and Furious in reverse coming soon to a theater near you.
Don't give them any ideas. They'll do it.
But here's another thing is that so if Volvo is now taking the first step, if everybody else would agree with them, this could happen within the next model cycle or two.